Let's go ahead and do a build for the level. Now that we have everything set up, we'll go over to File. Be sure you have your scene saved, so just save scene. And then back down from File, we have two options. We can do a build and run if we want to see it instantly, we already have it going, or we can do a build settings when we need to set things up for it. So let's go to build settings. Now inside of build settings you have the scenes in build. This is where you either drag your scene file into it, or if you only have one you can just add current. If you click on the add current, you'll see that you added your scenes scene 1 Unity file. On the right hand side it shows that it's 0, meaning it'll be the first one to load or play when it's built. If there's multiple files, scene 0 is always going to be the one that starts first. The platform is going to say what platform it's building to. If you're on the PC, a Mac, or a Linux, you can actually choose this one and then choose your type, target platform, and you choose if you're going to be on the Mac, you can do that, or if you're going to do a Linux build, you can put it to this one. We're going to do a web player so that it'll potentially work on most of the web browsers. In order to switch to a new platform, just go down to where it says switch platform. The Unity icon will move from one spot to the active spot now. If you click on the player settings, go ahead and click on this one. Over in the inspector, you'll notice that it's going to show you all the options that you have available for the build that we're going to do. Starting at the very top, you can have your company name. It could be your name, it could be your studio name. Below that is your product name. What's the level going to be called? We'll just say this is my first level. You can replace the icon, so if you're doing a executable build, you can actually have a little icon image to put onto your desktop. The default cursor, if you're going to have the cursor show inside the scene, you can change the hardware cursor. Below here are individual settings for each type of build. So if you're going to do the Windows Store, if you're going to do the standalone, if you're going to do a iOS product or Android product. We're going to do just the default settings. For the resolution, we can choose the dark one, the default one, or the bright one. I'm going to do the dark one since our scene's kind of dark. If you had an icon, for instance if I was in the Android build, I would have icon options to go from those. Also you would have the splash icon as well. For the default one, we're not going to have an icon or a splash. We'll have our resolution though for the size, and right now it's set to 960 by 600. And if you want, you could do it larger. If you want to do, for instance, 1024 by 768. We can do the check the run in background, that way it just stays playing. Once you have those set, go over to where it says build and run. If you click on build and run, it'll open the folder. It's going to ask you where you want to build it to. I'm going to click on the new folder. This is, I'm currently inside of my level design project. And do new folder and just type in the word builds. That way whenever you do a new build, you can just build it out to here. We'll do a new folder and we'll just do my first level, and you might even want to say version 1, version 2. So with my first level folder selected, go down to the select folder. It's going to build this out for us. Once it gets finished building, it'll start up the web browser for us and then allow us to just start using it. So this is going to take just a little while. Once it comes up, we'll keep going. Alright, so now it builds.